Hello, welcome to Whiskey Advent 2020, day 19. We are the Barbers.
Hello.
And today we have another Irish whiskey. We have chosen Redbreast 12 year, and it is a cask strength product. I mean, they make a non-cask strength one as well. And so...
But this one is especially good.
Oh, okay.
Redbreast 12 is really good, but this one is really
good.
I just find it so much more bold. It's got a lot more flavor to it. The other one's the best. I think Redbreast is probably my favorite Irish whiskey. And I think most people think that Redbreast is probably the best Irish whiskey out there. So, yeah, this is the cask strength.
And this is the same conglomerate that produces like most of the Irish whiskeys. The Green Spot we did, Bushmills, Jameson, all that stuff. They're mostly produced around the same distillery. Do you have anything else? What other products does Redbreast? They've got a 12 year.
15. We have a 15.
So we have the youngest expression.
Yes.
Okay.
And then they have a 21 and a 27, I believe. And I really would love to get my hands on the 27. And of course, I'd love to get my hands on the 21 as well.
You just want to get your hands on everything.
But this is probably like the most quintessential Irish whiskey out there. And a lot of people just love Redbreast 12. And for the price, I don't think you can beat it. It's like $60 for the 12 for a 12-year product. It's pretty incredible. So I love it, and it's pretty much the only real one that I've gone back to and gotten a couple times and bought again. So especially cask strength, and it's highly regarded as one of the best Irish whiskeys. So, shall we know?
We shall. And the first thing I get, it to me, the nose is a lot like a bourbon. So there's like vanilla and fruit. And so I almost, if I didn't know what this was, I'd say, oh, bourbon.
It's distinctly Irish to me. It's the shortbread, the cake, vanilla, just pleasant.
I haven't had that much Irish whiskey, to be honest, so it's
just an absolute pleasant
nose.
So there's a little bit of citrus, almost like a citrus-based cake.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah.
You know, and we were talking about this with the Green Spot. So I don't know if this is common with Irish whiskeys, but very oily and it just clings. Not that I doubt you could see it through there. Clings to the glass, and
such a great dram, an amazing dram.
Got a little spice to it.
A lot of nuttiness.
A little bitterness. It is finished in ex-bourbon and I think it's Oloroso. It's a Spanish sherry. So I think that's probably why you get those fruity notes. Our dog is here sniffing. She can't see. What do you need, baby? You want me? But it's very delicate.
Yes. Even at cask strength, it's
Yeah.
delicate. It's hot.
111 proof.
But it is very delicate. Such a pronounced citrus note there that I think that I love it.
And again, that vanilla shortbread thing. I'm getting a lot of similarities here to the Green Spot because I would think,
well,
a little shortbread with this would be delicious too.
I'll say that there's not as much diversity in
Irish whiskey
as there is in bourbons and scotches and ryes and other things like that.
Yeah, because there's not that many distilleries,
right.
And B, they're mostly owned by the same company.
Yeah, and most Irish whiskeys have that shortbread note. It's really rare.
They're mostly triple distilled and
always
pot stills.
Only now.
This is malted and unmalted barley.
Right.
That's not pretty much consistent with Irish.
And I think the use of a lot of unmalted barley is common with them, with Irish. But so you'll get a lot of the same things from Irish to Irish. But I think this just takes it up a notch.
And I do like the high proof. It's I'm getting the warming. I guess you wouldn't call it a Kentucky hug.
It's a Kentucky hug.
A Dublin hug. But there's you get the spicy, you get the bitter, you get the sweet. Again, very well balanced and delicate.
What are you getting on the finish?
Sweet, like dried fruit, that sherry cask.
It's lingering, and I'm
And some
now.
spice.
It's like now I'm starting to get the hug as it's sitting there for
Just took
a
a minute.
Yeah, it's good. Finish is lingering around. I think because it's so oily.
Yeah, I've still got that warming spice, sweet fruit. No, again, after my limited experience with Irish whiskey, I'd have to say they're very delicate and well balanced. That I think pretty much sums up the Irish whiskey industry. Granted, I couldn't tell you about Jameson or Bushmills or those or.
Well, the reason I like this over like a Jameson and a Bushmills is those are sitting 40%. There's not a lot of depth. It's like you're drinking water, and maybe that's why a lot of people love Jameson so much. This has just
And that's fine.
a lot
If
of.
that's what
That's
you want
okay.
to drink.
Yes. It's just this has so much more complexity. It's not that much more expensive to me. Now the cask strength is around 100. Usually, sometimes you can find it for 70, 80. But it's I don't know. I think at the price, there's a lot of good Irish whiskeys from the 70 or the 50 to 100 range that I think just really knock it out of the park. So this happens to be one of them. So
Cheers.
cheers.